Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Elle, and today I'm going to be doing a video where I chat about my 5-star predictions for 2024. So I have, I don't know, maybe like 10 books on this list. One of these I am totally reading right now and just loving it. It is definitely going to be a 5-star, and that is it's Twilight of Embers, I think is what it's called. It is by Tessa Hale. It is her newest release, and I am loving it. It is a Why Choose Dragon romance set in a modern world. So the heroine, she doesn't really know her heritage or anything that's like pertaining to her past. Her parents were murdered, and she is going to this college, and that's where she is meeting all of the heroes, and she does not know that she is a dragon, and the heroes are having all of these like mating like desires for her, and things are happening, and it is so good. I'm listening to the audio right now. I highly recommend that because they have like 5 different, I think it's like 4 different guys, so, and it is a stacked like audio narrators. I think they have Jason Clark, Teddy Hamilton, Jacob Morgan, Joe Arden, Connor Chris, and it is so good. Like, I am loving it right now. But let's get right into this video because that book inspired this video, but I want to talk about some others with y'all. So the next book on this list is Loving Romeo by Laura Pavlov. This is her newest release and the start of a new series by her, which is going to be the Magnolia Falls series. So the hero actually is related to one of the heroes in the Cottonwood Cove series. I think is the hero of the second book. It is his like half brother, I think. So I think the hero, he is a MMA fighter, and he absolutely detests the heroine's family, and I think it is hate to love. And I think she is also like in this small town where she is a chef or a cook, and I think she starts like helping him with his meals and stuff, and I think they start falling for each other. So I'm really excited for this one. I have loved reading the Cottonwood Cove series by her, and all of the reviews and early reviews for this book have been amazing. So I'm really excited for it. I love Laura Pavlov, and I cannot wait to listen to the audiobook of this as well. Then I have Requiem by Callie Hart. I don't know anything about this book, and I don't really want to know anything. That's what Tori, one of my friends on BookTube, says whenever she recommends this video. She's like, you don't really want to know that much about it. So I just know that she loves this one. I don't know if it's like darker or what is going on with it, but she has read it now and loved it, and now Jess from Peace Love Books has read it and loved it, and I trust their opinion so much. So I'm really excited to read this. I have it on Kindle Unlimited downloaded. I think by the cover it's like darker, so I don't know, but I'm really excited for this one. Then the next book I want to talk about is Saving Six and Redeeming Six by Chloe Walsh. This is Joey and Aofi's story, and I love both of these characters so much. I know this is going to be a super emotional romance. I don't remember, he's not a rugby player. He plays like a different sport, I think. But Joey has a lot of things in his past that he has to deal with, and going to be like a lot of trauma and unraveling things and healing, and I'm really excited for these 2 books in this series. Then I have Scorch Roses by Carissa Broadbent. This is a novella in the like, I think, world of like the Serpent in the Wings of Night series and like Crowns of Nyaxia series. So I'm really excited about this one. This is going to be Vale and Lilith's story, and we kind of saw them in one of the books of the Crowns of Nyaxia series, and I'm really excited for this. This is a short novella. It's on Kindle Unlimited, and this whole series deals with vampires, and Vale is a vampire and Lilith is a human, and I think they make like a deal that like he will help her, and I don't know if she's turned into a vampire or what's going on with that, but people have been saying they love this novella. Like, it is so good. So I really want to get to it. I was so intrigued by their story, so I'm really excited to get to this one. And then the last one that I don't have in physical copy is Serpentine Valentine. I don't really know how Gianna Darling wants us to say the title of this book, but I am so excited for this one. This is a sapphic, I think it's a little bit bully romance. I don't really remember. It's like sapphic in this like old school gothic like boarding school, dark academia. It is also a Medusa retelling. So the heroine gets slighted by I think he's the dean of the school, and so she decides to seduce his daughter. So I'm really excited for this one. It is going to release in February. And I'm just really excited for a new genre of romance from Gianna Darling and seeing her do something new. And I feel like this is totally going to be a 5-star read for me. Like, looking at all the teasers, I love Gianna Darling's books, so I think I'm just going to absolutely love this one. Then I have the Rayess by Scarlett Peckham. This is a historical romance, and I think the heroine, she is has lots of lovers, and I don't remember what this book is, but she's a Rayess on a quest for women's rights. He's not looking for a summer lover. Ooh, okay. He's a widowed Scottish architect with 2 young children, a business to protect, and an aversion to scandal. He could never ever afford to fall for Serafina, but her indecent proposal, 1 month, no strings, no future, proves too tempting for a man who strains to keep his passions buried with the losses of his past, but one night changes everything. What began as a fling soon forces them to confront painful secrets and yearnings they thought they'd never have again. But when Serafina discovers Adam's future depends on the man she's about to destroy, she must decide what to protect, her desire for her justice or her heart. Okay, so she's exposing the powerful man who ruined her. Okay, oh my gosh, I'm excited for this. I know some people don't love this book, but I'm really excited for it, and I have not gotten to it, and it has been on my TBR for years, so hopefully I will love this one. I think I will, and I'm excited to see a different perspective of women in historical romances, because a lot of them, women are looked down upon for wanting desire and wanting to have sex and all of that good stuff, so I'm really excited for this one. Then I have My Darling Duke by Stacey Reid on this list. This book has been on my TBR for so long. It's also on my January TBR, but I just know I'm gonna love it. I've read 2 other books by Stacey Reid that I have loved, and this one is super unique. So the heroine, I think she like is a wallflower, and her family's on the brink of financial ruin, so she needs to impress the ton, and she does that by announcing she is engaged to the recluse and mysterious Duke of Thornton, and she needs to secure strong matches for her sister, and no one has heard of the Duke for years, so she's basically like, oh, like he's never gonna show up until he does, and he is like, who is my fiance, or are you my fiance who's been claiming that you're engaged to me, even though like I don't know who you are? And so I think they like do like kind of like fake dating a little bit, but I've just heard amazing things about this romance, and I love Stacey Reid, so I know I'm going to love this one. Then I have Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young. This has been on my TBR since this past summer. I am really excited to get to this one. I just know it's going to be adorable and so sweet. So the heroine and hero have a one-night stand together, and the heroine ends up getting pregnant, and so they end up moving in together, and I think they have like a romance, and I just have heard like such great things, that it's so adorable and that people just love this book. So I'm really excited to read it. I love the cover. It is just so cute, and I need to get to this one, and I think I'm just going to adore it. Then I have The Rest of the Story by TBR. I've had this on list, like all of my TBR lists, for a really long time. You guys are probably sick of me hearing like, oh my gosh, you need to read this, Elle. So this is a hockey romance. I've heard it's very emotional and angsty, and I love angst and I love hockey romances, so I'm really excited to read this. I think like one of them is from like a rival team. and they have to like work together. Okay, so they're co-captains. Okay, this sounds really good. So I'm excited for this and to read more from this author. Even though I haven't read anything from them, I just have heard such great things that I just need to get to their books. Then I have Making Mine by Laura Pavlov. This is, I think, a firefighter romance. And I think it's also Nanny, and he's a single dad. Oh, and okay, so this is a part of the Honey Mountain series. So I really need to get to this series. I have a couple of the first books in this series on Audible, but I'm just really excited to dive into this series, and I love Laura Pavlov's Cottonwood Cove series, so I'm really excited to get to this one. It sounds so good, and I love a good like single dad nanny romance, and he's a firefighter as well. I'm really excited for this. I feel like I'm going to be obsessed with this romance, so I cannot wait to read it. Then I have The Enforcer by Avery Keeland. This is a hockey romance, and the heroine, I think she has to start working for her ex-boyfriend's like hockey team, or she's like a physical therapist, I think, for the team. And so, or no, she's an athletic training internship with Nash's team and is forced to work closely with the only guy she's ever loved. And she has sworn off hockey players since they broke up. So I'm really excited for this one. And I think it's going to be really angsty and good. And I'm really excited to read this. Then I have The Puck Secret by G.N. Wright. I just have a lot of hockey romances on this list. I am just in the mood for them. And so this one, I don't even remember what it's about. It's just, I know it's hockey. Keep my head down, spend the year as a captain. Should have made that easy, but now my attention is torn between the ice. Oh, okay, taunting my rival's little sister, Madeline Peters. My only real solace is a mysterious mystery girl inside my phone who refuses to tell me. Oh, okay. So I think they fall for each other, like, through text. And he doesn't know that she, like, they don't know their identities, but she is the daughter, or the sister of his rival, like, hockey team. And so this sounds really good, and I've been seeing this floating around on Instagram and people really enjoying it, and I'm excited to read this. It sounds so good. Then I have Powerless by Lauren Roberts. This is a romantasy, and I'm really excited to read this one. I think it is newer-ish. Like, I think it released in 2023. But I've just been hearing really good things about it. Let me see. I think it was released in 2023. Yes. So I think this is a really unique story where like the heroine is an ordinary, which means she does not have like any powers in this magical world. And that's really dangerous. Like, they kill off ordinaries, and the hero, he can, his power is like detecting other people's power. And she is kind of like faking that she, I think it's like a mind reader or can like tell people's actions or something, but she really only figures that out through just watching people really closely. And so I think they have to like team up together to go through these games or something. But if it is a new romantasy that people are loving, I am so on the board to read it. I am like in a romantasy mood lately. Like, I've just done my rereads of the Crescent City series, and I've read the second book in the Crowns of Nyaxia series, so I'm definitely in a fantasy mood. So I'm excited to get to this one. I've heard really good things about it. So yeah, I feel like I'm gonna love this and be obsessed with the romance. And the last book on this list is A Photo Finish by Elsie Silver. I love Elsie Silver's Cloverleaf Farm series, and this one just sounds so good. This is a part of her Gold Ranch series. So, oh, okay, she is also the sister of the Eatons. Her name's Violet, and I think this might be Second Chance. So she moves to a tiny town. The hero is grumpy. I think it's Second Chance. I think maybe like forbidden, and they have to like work with each other on the ranch or something. But I think she also is a jockey, so that's really cool. And I think this all revolves around like a horse ranch. So I'm really excited to read this one. I love Elsie Silver's Cloverleaf Farm series. Like I've said, I just adore that series. So I'm excited to get to Cade and Rhett's sister and her story, because she's popped up in their other series, and I'm just excited to get to her romance, and I think I'm going to love it. Alright, well that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed hearing me chat about some books that I think I'm going to absolutely love and become obsessed with. I would love if you would let me know down below in the comments what like your 5-star predictions are for 2024, or if any of ours like align. I would love to know, and I want to thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.